Is this gonna be the slice of life episode? Like the
Uh,
filler
it's
episode?
it's never gonna be the slice of life. We'll progress things a little bit and then go from there.
We'll make it the slice of life. I don't care if we're going to hell.
Oh, you're not going to hell
That's
yet.
going to hell. That's going to hell. Gonna be the beach episode.
Yes.
I hope so. I brought my bikini for a reason.
Oh my god. Killing me. Anyway, so,
Killing me, Smalls.
you're killing me, Smiles. Anyway, who wants to do the recap for the last episode?
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Just- don't sound too disappointed now, Ray. Just okay.
No,
Okay, I guess. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so for last session, we met a new friend.
Yeah, new friend.
Her name was Enya. She is a rogue. She was tied up in a little jail cell along with a tiefling. Vendetta was her name. V for Vendetta. We were still in the Dungeon of the Dead 3 because apparently we just like to risk the chance that we were going to run into another person with a fireball. We also we fought some more guards. You know, then we kind of didn't fight the zombies as well. Found an old woman who helped us find a secret door within the thing.
Oh, she was super cool.
Oh yeah, she was so cool. We did actually run into Mortlock as well, because he almost died and I saved his life. And then we spoke to him. It turned out his mom was the one who's involved with the Cult of the Dead 3 and trying to make the Flaming Fist agitated so they'll leave Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
She wants to put Baldur's Gate to the same fate as El Turel. El Turel got swallowed into the Hells, and she planned to have Duke Ravengard there on purpose. We got the name of an inn to go to, which is the
Low Lantern.
Low Lantern. So then we also found some treasure, and we just kind of took it.
With no repercussions.
No repercussions whatsoever.
None at all.
So then we went back to the Elf Song Tavern, aka the Baldur's Gate Olive Garden. Had some drinks. Nazareth and Anna had an arm wrestling contest. It got really, really close, but Nazareth won.
Of course.
Vixara was not feeling well, and she got transported to a weird dragon dimension thing where she spoke to a mage. Mage called her a thief, branded her as a thief. Fun fact, we're all branded as thieves now, so there's gonna be no repercussions from that whatsoever.
Definitely not from the treasure.
Also, our tiefling friend that we met, that we saved, she ended up getting murdered because, surprise, surprise, the old lady was an assassin and she killed her and dropped the head off in Anna's bedroom, and that is where we are.
You flirt with any of us, you're dead. That's pretty much what I got from that.
So that means your ogre crush is gonna die.
Shh. No. Don't break my heart already yet.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Alright. So, we will begin at the next day as you all are getting up and getting ready to gather up. As you all kind of slowly begin making your way to a point of contact, you would notice that Anna and Visara haven't shown up.
Still hungover.
Oh yeah, it's probably very blatant that they might have partied a little too much and made it sound like they didn't want to go anywhere.
Surely none of them have instant depression or anything.
No. So, as you all gather up, I assume you're gonna have a lovely breakfast and kind of figure. Yeah. lovely breakfast and I guess figuring out what you wish to do. I leave that up to you guys if you wish to have any sort of discussion or anything.
Well, I feel like the first thing they would do upon coming downstairs is be like, guys, I don't know what happened last night, but like I woke up and I have a tattoo.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
you got that tattoo as well?
Me too.
We've all got one.
We all got matching tattoos. What the fuck?
It
It's
looks
not-
like it.
How much
Yeah.
did we drink last night?
I was sober. I don't know about the rest of you.
I was.
Wait,
sober,
how much
but
silver do you have?
Did we get
No, I was
drunk, maybe?
sober.
Oh. Well, that's nice. How are the other two? Are they still... They're still passed out, right?
I mean, Anna was in rough shape when I dragged you and her up to bed.
Mm. I remember something that she challenged me.
Yeah, she challenged you to an arm wrestling match, and well,
I hope. Yeah, I hope her arm's all right. I hope I didn't break it or anything.
pretty sure we would have heard a snap if you did that.
I don't. I mean, we all got matching tattoos, so obviously something happened that we don't remember.
I'm assuming Vixara didn't tell. She didn't tell us that it was in Dragon Draconic
Yep.
or anything.
Mm-mm.
I think she said something about she like went to the bathroom, just had a really bad time.
Yeah, she mentioned something about that. Can
Uh,
you like? I'm gonna like. Where are they all on our necks? The tattoos.
They're all on your neck. If your characters were biologically male, they would be sitting on your Adam's apple.
Nerds.
right there.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
blatant. It is a very blatant
Oh.
mark.
It's like a collar without
Oh
the leather.
no.
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm gonna like.
It's a very it's a very blatant mark. It's not like,
Okay.
oh, you can really hide it. It is very blatant.
I thought it was like side of the neck. Oh god.
No, it's
so-
dead center. It is dead center
Okay.
of your neck.
So, we obviously would have seen it when we woke up in the mirror. So Sabine's gonna look at Nazareth
Yeah.
and be like, "Can you read
Dude,
this? I think it might be
sweet.
Draconic or something."
Dude,
I can read Draconic.
Yeah.
sweet.
For
Can either of you figure out what this says?
for anyone that can read
Oh.
Draconic, if you take a look at it, each and every one of you that sees it, each of them will just simply say thief, surrounded
Guys.
by what appears to be a circle of almost like an Ouroboros style of different dragon heads connecting each other.
Guys,
I
I
don't
think
remember
we've been
stealing
branded.
anything.
There was something I wanted to ask you actually.
Yeah,
about
what's up?
My character.
the bees.
I know it's like. Actually, I should have really done this off stream. We had plenty of time to do this. I know it's kind of unorthodox, but like, because I grew up with Vixara, do you think like, I wouldn't say like I know Draconic, but like, could I maybe like, if I try to read Draconic, I do like a roll of some kind, and like depending on how good the roll is, like I kind of understand it. Because obviously, like she probably taught me some Draconic as we grew up. Sort of thing.
Give me a flat intelligence roll, and I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's
That
fine.
intelligence roll.
I just thought that would be like a fun little thing. Like, you know, she like tried to teach me it, so like I can kind of roll for it. But
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and give me an
You're still kind of confused about it.
I understand like two of the letters.
you understand the connotation, but you're not like it's like someone reading it's maybe this is a word that you haven't learned, but you're very aware that this is Draconic and it's not exactly a more than likely not a pleasant word. You're not 100% sure what the word is, but judging by everyone's expressions, it's not a good word.
I think next.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like when your friend teaches you a curse. Like they kind of give that look where like you say a word and your friend like you're not realizing your friend taught you a curse word or something very naughty in another language. Ask me how I fucking know that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you're not 100% sure unless someone vocalizes it, but you're clearly like you're aware that it's not a pleasant thing to
It's
be.
not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Hi, Phoenix.
I mean, I mean, we took that treasure from the dungeon.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
right. That's right. There were those
Dragon
the
statue or something like that?
Yeah,
and like
there
a
and
helmet?
Yeah.
Xara had
They
a crown too.
they
Oh,
met
that's
us
right.
at the right after the pool at the bathhouse.
They,
Hmm.
oh, they did.
Oh shit! How did we wait? How did we evade them again?
Veers threw a
beans.
bean at them, and they
Wait.
exploded.
Yeah, they
The
did.
beans took care of every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love my beans. What can I say?
Wait, is that? Huh. I'm gonna have to puzzle that one later in the brain.
Yeah.
As we're talking, Savine's kind of gonna try and like pull her, like her robe up around to try and cover the mark on her neck.
As you go to try to cover the mark, it almost feels like as your fingers kind of like, as the cloth kind of touches near where the mark is, you find that the end of the mark, almost seemingly you would hear this kind of low growling in the back of your head as the cloth that covers it instantly tears.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yo, you all right over there?
so I heard some growling as I tried to cover it. I don't think whatever gave it to us wants us to cover it.
Looks like there's no hiding this.
This is a problem though, because if this is done by another god or goddess, the one that I follow is not going to be happy.
As you kind of mention this, you hear this kind of low guttural growl in the back of your mind, a very dominating, deep voice simply saying the words, "Thieves cannot hide who they are."
Do we all hear this or just me?
Just you.
And I also just heard a voice say thieves cannot hide who they are, but we're not thieves. We got told to take the treasure.
Well, we got told to take the treasure by someone who it didn't belong to.
But we didn't see any scribes on their necks, did we? Did you?
Would
When
I
they
have
went
seen anything on his neck when I healed him?
No.
Or when I spirit blind? No, okay. No, I didn't see any similar thing on his neck.
I guess we're the lucky ones then, I suppose. We're being watched by a god.
This is not lucky. We don't want to walk around with this, because what if someone sees it and they try to kill us because of it?
Well, we'll fuck them
That'll
up.
cause some problems.
Yeah. This is
We
gonna
got the
cause-
magic beans anyway, right? Just as long as you shout your spells at them. We're so fucked.
Right, so what's the plan then? I know we have to go to the low lantern. But
Could I, is it possible to do some kind of arcana check on that, or is it like...
On the mark? Or-
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Or would that be like kind of... Okay.
Yeah, you can give me an arcana check.
Okay.
Ray, what does Arcana mean?
check for magic stuff
Oh, cool, thanks.
to see if you recognize magic things.
Oh, okay.
You do not recognize the magic on the wall.
Might be proficient in that.
Guys, why are we whispering?
I mean,
We're
I'm still
whispering 'cause
feeling it a
we're
little bit from last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got
sorry.
really drunk, and you also tried to. So like that half ogre over there,
Oh god.
What's going on with that?
I really like her armor, but I think it looked better by my bedside.
Oh, have you? You know what? Have you tried telling her that?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
no, I think you should. I think you should.
You think I should?
I think you should tell her that you like her armor, but it looked better by your bed.
Okay.
I think you should.
Hey, if anything happens, you got me, right?
I got you. Don't worry. I got you. If anything happens, if she punches you or anything, I got you.
Cool. All right. Sweet. I just muster up enough courage. She's still over there, right? Like she's just
Yeah,
having a good morning.
Yeah,
peacefully.
Okay. She's still kind of standing guard as
Just
her.
for an extra bonus in case he has to roll something, I'm gonna tap him and cast guidance on him.
I knew this was like... Okay, and as I start kind of like tumbling off a little bit, like obviously still not quite 100%. I just make my way over to her, kind of, slightly making a scene, but no one's like really giving two hoots about it. Good morning, Sakana. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I had a wonderful night. I hope we didn't make too much of a fool of ourselves, but in case we don't, just in case, the day brings out something else today. I would like to say that ever since I saw you, I've always really liked your armor. But I feel it look better next to my bedside. If you know what I mean. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Which one?
Persuasion.
Oh, yippee! Okay, come on. Critical, let's go!
You so that's plus the 3 from the guidance.
Well, we know where this episode's going.
Khan's like, Khan's like, wow, pulling out this fucking table again.
I want to just to be a cuck, but give me a minute. Give me a minute. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna check something real quick. You know what? Because you're making me bust out this book, I'm checking something real quick.
Fair. Very
I love
fair.
it. I love it.
Amazing. I'm so happy right now. This is amazing.
I don't need that. Okay.
The Dungeon Master did say we wanted to do something this episode. We're doing something, all right.
He's doing something. No. Khan's got a book about sex rules for this, okay?
Oh, no.
He does.
It's great.
I do remember him saying no romancing. However, I don't remember him saying no one times.
He's saying I'm not romantic.
Yeah, I was never not against you guys romancing any of the characters. That was your guys' personal rules.
Just said that I just said I'm not romancing anybody.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, because because I want to be clear on that. I don't give a shit.
I apologize for confusing. I'm sorry. I said sorry.
Hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, no, I'm not romancing anybody because I am a woman of the cloth.
What does that even mean?
Okay.
You know what? Never
I'm
mind.
a religious woman.
So.
Oh,
it'd be
oh,
that
okay.
plus
Well.
I'm a cleric, so woman of the cloth.
Okay. And I'm gonna do this real quick. Alright.
Boy, did you ever roll your Arcana check?
Yes. Let me do that right now.
Yeah, because I would rather focus on anything else right now. So,
What do you mean?
So you hit Sukuna with the most riz that you possibly can muster up in the morning, and thank you, and she seems interested as she kind of
Let's fucking go.
She kind of leans forward. You see, like, ever so slight blush on her face as she's just, you're rather forward. But I don't think my bosses would appreciate me, on the job.
That's all right.
I'll tell you what, though.
I understand.
I'll tell you what, though. Around the time when the sun's going down, I'm off shift if you wanna discuss things further.
Oh, of course. Yes, that sounds rad.
Sabine's giving him thumbs up from across the table.
As this is going on, Inya is actually doing something productive. As she,
I do also give a slight nod of approval. I'm doing my imprint stuff.
Hell yeah.
I do want to.
Hell yeah.
I do want to know.
Blade.
I do know. I do want to know that I am absolutely teasing. Anyway, you take a look. You take a look at the marking that is on everyone's neck, and judging from the way, as you kind of like stare and look at it, you see the different dragon heads almost seemingly moving in an ever slow, almost Ouroboros style around, almost kind of similar to like these little blood marks that I have around your guys' tokens. It is clear.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so it is very much clear that this is definitely some sort of magical effect. It is hard to say for sure off the top of your... Judging by this appears to be some form of brand. Like, similar to kind of like... Almost similar to the branding smite that you've seen wizards and those of casting ability can perform. But obviously there might be simply more to this, given the fact that they seem to have manifest. This is possibly magic that isn't so much arcane, but more divine. So this could potentially be... This clearly, given everything of yesterday's events, it is a very high probability that you all, whether you meant to or not, have the attention of Tiamat. And Tiamat is not exactly known to being a very gracious goddess.
Okay.
So
we're not doing so good with that.
Yeah, you're not 100% sure what this mark will fully entail, but you certainly know that it is magical, and this appears to be, and this definitely is not a good thing to be having on you right now. You're not full. It's clear given the seeing Savine trying to cover it up, and anything that covers it seems to get damaged or destroyed. It is a possibility that there's no real good... Probably one of the arcane effects you can figure out is that you can't cover it up.
Okay.
It possibly could come with more, but you're not sure.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
Would If I was to ask my goddess about it, is there a chance she would know information about it?
I mean, you can. I would imagine you would be able to do a prayer to your god and ask her and see if you get a response back. It's not always guaranteed that your god will immediately respond. It could be a case it takes a little bit, but if you would like to go to somewhere of your faith and attempt to get an answer from her.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. Okay, so Savine's gonna stand up from the table and she's gonna go, well, I'm going to go seek out my goddess and try to see if maybe she can give us some answers from this. If anyone wants to come with, you can. Just be warned that you might see some questionable things.
Alright. Oh, did I...
What's that thing?
And I just said that, just be warned. I follow one that's not... How should I describe it? She's not well received by some.
Mm. Alright.
And I know that, she's not well received. Especially, she wasn't well received in El Terrell.
Well, all the more reason. In case someone else brings up questions or starts to pressure you, I'll be right there.
She's gonna turn to Enya and Veers. Did you two want to join, or are you going to stay here, or do something else?
I'm going to stay behind. I'll sit this one out.
Veer?
I'm way too intrigued by now. I have to come. I have to know.
Alright, so are you sure you're gonna be alright here by yourself, Enya?
I should be fine. I'm just gonna finish up my breakfast, and hopefully everything goes well with you guys.
Actually, since Veer's going, I'll stay.
Alright.
I think I might need some more mead to clear my head a bit.
Oh, how did it go with Sukona?
I just gotta survive till sunset.
She pats him on the shoulder. That's what I'm talking about. Right, Veers, shall we?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess me and Veers will get up and go to a temple of Leviatar.
Of course. As the two of you head through, you head to the usual routes through the lower city, as you're familiar of where to find such a temple, one of the hidden underground places similar to the Dead Three, but a little bit more refined. The temple holding that you would find disguised itself as an abandoned building as you're led through corridors of passages. Eventually descending down, you would Varys, you would see this kind of sight as you descend down of people, the sounds of cracking of whips and people screaming in a bit of pain and agony, but there's a small hint of pleasure coming from it. As you descend down, you would find these kind of you both would see the sights of the worship of Leviatar, people strapped to the walls with others whipping them with implements that have sharp serrated edges. Pain fills these halls, and yet there's purpose to it. It is not simply blind aggression and savagery that you've seen from the Ballites in their hideout. Instead, you would see a level of sophistication to it. As you would approach one of the torturers of Leviatar, a human man covered in a leather-clad kind of armor, very revealing, but you would see his body covered in scars that almost seemingly he amplifies their appearance due to self-scarification, as though he doesn't want the wounds to heal. Kind of shortened hair, but you would see that some of it might have been torn away due to probably self-affliction. As you would approach this man, Savine, you haven't seen this one before, but you haven't seen this torturer before, but judging by his appearance, he might be a newer member to the cult. As he sees you approaching, and he almost seemingly recognizing you, even though you yourself do not know him. As he kind of gives a short, courteous bow, his kind of raspy voice as though his throat itself has almost been lashed. And what can I do for you, sister?
She kind of bows her head. I need to have a word with Our Lady. I have a question.
Of course. As he kind of looks to V and kind of goes, does your question pertain to your friend here? Does she need to be introduced to the painful embrace of Leviatar?
Roll for initiative.
No, she's just here to accompany me in case we had trouble because of this brand on our throat, brother.
As he kind of looks and he seemingly recognizing the mark as it goes. I see. In conflict with those who serve the tyrant queen. Very well.
Apparently we stole from them. She puts air quotes around the word stole.
Well, certainly not. You're either a lot more brave or crave a lot more suffering there, sister. But it is not for me to decide. It is for our mistress to figure out. See, gestures in the familiar direction of the meditation chamber to you. You kind of get the sense that some of the people in this room, despite them performing their rituals and sacraments to Leviatar, you would feel eyes ever watching you. Almost like a mixture of curiosity, but also a mixture of this almost predatory feel. Like, at any moment, any of these people could possibly go for you. As I take it, Savine, you take your friend to the meditation chamber. Yes. As you would notice you would quickly notice that a lot of the other cultists are clearly sizing her up and figuring out what what her goal is here.
It's gonna just tug on her arm and be like, just stay by me. And they won't bug you.
I mean, if they bug me, I'll just fucking punch them. Like,
pain is a powerful and sacred sensation here, so they would just let you punch them, but just stay by me.
yeah. So they would like it. I see.
Yes.
But it's a kink thing, right? It's a kink. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not a kink. It's just.
She's giving me like the biggest fucking side eye right now. She's like,
It's not a kink. It's just how we. It's how we express our loyalty and devotion to Loviatar through pain.
sounds like a kink thing to me.
It's not a kink. It's just we embrace our pain instead of trying to hide from it.
Okay.
As you make your way through this, the continuing sounds of the whipping and other implements of self-flagellation that seems to occur here, you would notice as you're kind of passing by the meditation chamber, a few of the Leviatarns kind of tending to what appears to be one of their own. After Savine, you would probably register as probably a meditation session. A woman's back covered in lacerations, as a few other acolytes seem to be tending to her. As it looks like towards the meditation chamber, you would know that this kind of section that leads toward it is focused on recuperating and medical practice in case someone gets hurt more than what was necessary. The meditation chamber itself is this kind of small, quiet room, a room that almost seems to be designed to slightly amplify the sounds of any echoing sounds. Resting in the middle of the room, let me rephrase that. The only thing in this room that you can see, other than the few candles that kind of light this very dimly lit room, is a cat o' nine tails that rests on the floor. Bits of blood seemingly on the very ends of the jagged protrusions of the whip. The symbol of Leviatar, a cat o' nine tails similar to the one resting on top of it, etched into the ground itself. Despite the presence of blood on the cat of nine tails, the room itself seems relatively clean.
Right, so she's gonna look at V and be like, you, I don't know if you want to watch this or not.
What do you mean? What's happening?
She's just gonna pick up the cat of nine tails.
Oh, wait. Who are you using? Wait, what?
And she's going to take off the robe that she wears, and she's got like underclothes underneath, and V would see all along her back is scars, similar to the man that they met out front.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she'll turn away. She'll be like, yeah, I don't wanna watch you guys like doing kinky shit.
It's not a kink.
It's not a kink, Mom.
Kind of like,
It's not a phase, Mom. Yeah, so at that point, she's gonna start her meditation to send a prayer to Leviatar.
Alright. I would say... What check do I want this to be? My question is, how... I guess... So, what... I think I know how I want to do this. We will do this as a religion check. And I will say, if you want to add a bonus to it, I will give you a plus... We'll say a plus 2.
Plus 2? Okay.
On top, plus 2 on top of that. But
Okay.
I will also give you a plus 1, but for every time you... And I will give you a plus 1 on top of that too, but... And I will let you... Hold on. Let me get my words together.
Okay. Okay.
I will give you a plus 1, and I will let you stack more plus 1s on top of that, but for every plus 1 you take, I'm going to roll damage on a weapon attack, and that will be how much damage your character takes. Okay. So you can basically add to... Yeah, you can add to your roll, but you will take damage.
Okay. So the plus 2 is just that, and then if I want to add a plus 1, you'll roll for damage.
Yeah. You can take that plus 1 as many times as you want, but for every time you do, that's how many dice I'm going to be rolling on damage for you.
Okay.
So I will say right now it is a situational plus 3 unless you want to up that higher but take more damage.
Okay. Yeah. So just religion check, just
Yeah.
to see. I guess she's gonna ask. Oh my god, I had a question and now it's gone. Yeah, she's just gonna ask for more information about this, kind of like who, I guess, like who brands people, and if there's any, like if there's any like consequences from having the brand.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Okay.
So 6, that is not...
I'll add the plus 3.
So that would be a 19. And... Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give yourself two slashing damage. As you kind of assume the general position, just kind of for your meditative thought, as a V, you would hear the cracking of the cat o' nine tails. As Savine, you self-flagellate. And as you kind of self-flagellate and you feel the pain coursing through you, you kind of ask yourself these questions as the pain kind of registers in your head, and you don't hear your mistress, but you have a vision in your head. A flash of what appears to be a dragon, a humanoid that seems to be in the shape... a humanoid, but very prevalent draconic features, as he looks more dragon than human. He basically take Nazareth, but add more elements to him, and more like draconic wings and a tail associated with it. You would see this kind of reddish humanoid dragon holding what appears to be a smallish cube that glows with this reddish energy. As he seems to be kind of focusing in on it, as you would hear slight as the only sounds you would hear are slight whispers of what sounds like enchantments coming from him, as he seems to be casting a spell. As the flash focuses on this reddish cube, you see almost a reflection of the room you're in, as you see yourself self-flagellating. And then the vision cuts out.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna ask for if there's any consequences of having this mark, because that one wasn't answered in that question.
Yeah, no, I was getting to that.
No, it's okay.
I was trying to think for a moment, like, what...
You're good.
I was trying to think for a moment what I wanted to portray it. After a moment, as you kind of continue the rhythm of the flagellation, you get the mental image of being almost in a cave. And as your eyes kind of look around, you see sets of lizard-like eyes surrounding you, as you would see different forms and shapes, almost seemingly watching you like a hawk. As you would see very clearly scaled vestiges of dragons, whether they be dragonborn or the other forms of dragons staring at you, snarling. And you would see another set of eyes almost looking down upon you, of a 5-headed dragon that seems to be staring at you with absolute malice. And for the briefest of moments, you feel as though looking at any of these things brings you a pain that isn't any sort of degree wanted or needed. As looking at them, you feel the pain of whether it being getting stabbed or ripped apart or chewed upon. And the vision kind of backs off.
Okay. The last thing she's gonna ask, and this has nothing to do with the mark, is she's gonna ask how to repent for this. Basically how to repent, because she's assuming that Leviatar is not happy about this.
Oh, to like get rid of the mark?
Yeah, maybe the way to get rid of the mark. Yeah, ask if there's a way to get rid of the mark.
Okay. Okay. 4 slashing damage. You would get a vision. You would get a vision in your head, and a rather all familiar vision, as well, familiar given the surroundings, as you would get the vision of someone clearly submitting or proselytizing themselves. But you would see that the one that is dominating is a dragonoid in nature, a female dragonborn, reddish scales, but you would also see different colors kind of scattered throughout her form. You would see white and black and blue. As the supplicant that is that is presenting himself seems to be offering what appears to be gold to her. And she takes it. And the vision ends.
Okay. So she's going to just kind of say a quick little closing prayer thing. Stand up, put the cat o' nine tails back where it is, and put her robe back on.
Yeah. V, you would hear the sudden stop of flagellation as you would hear the sounds of something being put down, and I assume you turn around just in time for Savine to put her cloak back on.
So you're done now? Like, getting your jollies? Okay.
It's not a kink thing, but I've got some answers, so we can go back to the Elf Song Tavern and let Nazareth and Enya know.
Okay, cool. Well.
Also, I'd appreciate if you didn't say anything to the others about this.
I mean, they were gonna potentially come, and they would have known anyway, so...
Yeah, but I don't... It's not... She's, like I said, she's not very well received. And I would just prefer to kind of tell them on my own time. So if they had come, obviously I'd tell them, but for now, I'd rather if we just keep this between us.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. As you make your way out, one of the acolytes, she kind of a human woman, kind of dressed in similar, kind of almost similar attire that you were wearing, Savine, but kind of sees you leaving, and she kind of approaches and just goes, Do you wish for your meditation wounds to be tended to, or are you in a hurry there, sister?
I'm fine. They're not that bad this time. I can handle it. Thank you, though, sister.
She gives a courteous bow. Of course. As
Very different temple from the one I grew up in.
as you make your way out of this temple, and the kind of gazes and looks from the people kind of leave as you both leave this hidden temple of Leviatar. Back to the bustling streets of Baldur's Gate, the people kind of seemingly paying neither one of you mind. As this is going on, Nazareth, Inya, is there anything you two would be doing as you're kind of waiting for your friends to return from worship?
Well, I'm just finishing up my breakfast and speaking with the worker at the bar.
Want to speak to one of the all right. Is there a particular breakfast you would have had? I actually do have a little, I'm not sure if you weren't here for it, but there is a little menu if there's anything that tickles your fancy here. I'll ping it at you in the proper chat.
Yeah, let's see it.
There is an actual menu.
That's actually amazing.
You can take a minute to look at it. The gentleman you're talking to, he let me pull up my
Goose eggs and a fruit plate is what I'm eating.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So the gentleman you might find yourself talking to the most back, kind of at this behind here and pleasant conversation is the proprietor of this place, a half-elf gentleman by the name of Alan. And he,
Alan.
yeah,
Alan?
and he kind of, you and him kind of have some pleasant conversations. He kind of talks about talks to you a little bit about some of the customers that have come in and just the general vibe he tries to keep of this place. And you get the sense that he seems to be he's very passionate about his work, but he also seems very wary of the adventuring types. But so long as they spend their gold here and not cause any problems, he's more than happy to keep feeding and making them happy.
So, Alan, how long have you been open here?
I've had this establishment for quite a long time, actually. It's a family passed down business.
Well, you have the best damn goose eggs I've ever had.
Well, thank you. It's a recipe from my recipe from my mother's side. She's had quite a few centuries to practice them.
Well, next time I'm back in this area, I'll come back.
Well, we always
Pay your visit.
well, we appreciate any patronage. Thank you for the very fine words. Kind of gives you this kind of ever so slight smile as he seems like a very friendly man. Oh, I would say kind of after a little bit after this interaction and Nazareth kind of vibing too, unless he wants to do anything in particular. You know, I will mention you don't have to do anything. If I just want to make sure.
Neutral on this.
Okay. Yeah, you're too busy thinking. Yeah, you're
You
too.
gotta try these goose eggs.
Oh,
You
are
say
they
this,
from?
Nazareth?
Okay. Wait, did the barkeep make these?
Yeah,
You,
family recipe, he says.
he tells great jokes. As I gulp one down.
Let's hear one, Alan. Let's hear a joke.
No, please, no.
I'm so mad that my other ones didn't get saved. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull up my. Alright.
Yeah, the first time he told jokes, Scott was muted, so stream didn't
I'm
happen.
so mad about that.
But
You have no idea how mad I am still about that.
They were very good.
I fucking. Alright, hold on. I have my list somewhere. I'm gonna. Trying to find one. Because all the jokes that I have that apparently I'm finding are just like. Meta jokes I'm trying to find.
I mean, the goose eggs in a fruit plate sounds bitchin' though.
It is.
He kind of thinks for a moment and goes, do you have any preference on the joke or what any of them do?
No, just hit me with your best joke.
There is a bit of an older joke. It admittedly is a bit of crass humor, but
Fine
see,
with me.
all right. A halfling, a half orc, and a tiefling are all in the wagon. Who's driving?
Oh, you tell me.
He leans in. The city guard.
Oh my god!
Almost choking on the
I slam my fists on the bar as I'm cracking up.
the best ones in town.
Thank God your tiefling party member isn't there.
Right.
He did say it was a crass one.
It's a good one.
I have more if you wish to hear any more.
You know that I'm gonna remember that one for a long time.
If you want the less crass one, I do have another one that is a little bit more funny.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, it's funny in my opinion. My dad thought it was funny. My mom, not so much. She rolled her eyes. What do you get when you cross a wizard and a sorcerer?
What?
A very short life expectancy.
That's actually a good one. That's actually a good one.
I'm just saying, I need more NPCs that actually let me tell jokes. This is... I'm just saying.
Another.
Like
Another
Thor meme.
one.
God, we're gonna have another Thor meme this week.
This time with coffee.
Yeah.
Alright. As he kind of as he kind of tells you that another person seems to kind of come over, and one of the people come over and seem to kind of say something to him, and he goes, there's a bit of a problem in the kitchen, I must tend to it, but do take care of yourselves though.
You too, Alan. You were great.
See,
Thanks for everything.
kind of gives you a nod as he walks off. Around this time, V and Savine, you make your way back.
Wait. Does she, like, do either of them have, like, tears in their eyes from laughing, or?
I could have more.
I do.
Okay, she's gonna look at Enya and be like, you alright?
Oh yeah, Alan was just telling us some great jokes while you were out there. And how did it go, by the way? Did you find anything?
Got some information. So it seems that these marks were done through an enchantment. I saw a vision of a man holding a cube, and it glowed, and he did an incantation, and it seems that's how that got on our necks. There's also going to be a lot of pain coming from this, but not good pain. So it's
Wonderful.
it's a bad thing that we have these. Also, the way it seems to get it off is by offering gold to Tiamat.
Well, that must mean we need to find somewhere where we can make an offering.
My sister is not going to want to give gold to Tiamat.
Why do you say
The
that?
problem.
She doesn't like giving gold to anyone.
I mean,
Fair.
unless
I'll
we
trade
want
you
to.
for some eyeballs.
I mean, if we could get her some more, maybe if we trade some eyes, maybe.
A good bribe.
Yeah.
It doesn't say where the gold has to come from.
Can I use my mage hand to take some gold from one of the patrons?
Mm. Sure. I would say, because you are able to turn that hand invisible, aren't you?
I believe
Ooh.
so.
Invisible mage hand.
That's an idea.
That way we don't have to use any of our own gold
Oh,
for the offering.
Oh, she
Yeah.
can.
yeah. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
You still have to make a check, but it's one of those where an invisible hand is still fucking good.
Okay, so sleight of hand check, just normal.
Yeah.
No,
Let's go.
that was a crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, like easily you can
Wow.
tell there's a group of people that seem to be there seems to be a table nearby that's doing a bit of gambling, and just one of the winner at the table, who seems to be a very, very over the top and pompous person, as the other people at the table are just kind of like, yeah, whatever, shut the fuck up, as he seems to kind of be too focused into the game, and you just easily just take some gold off his pile, and he doesn't even seem to notice.
Nice. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, we should maybe find somewhere to make an offering.
Yeah. How much gold did she get?
Were you? You know what? I would say, because let's say we'll say 27 gold.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
Good. I kind of distribute it to everybody.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Because we're all in this together, right? We all got the mark.
Yeah. Oh. Did we remember the numbers from the last time from the treasure we took? Because it looks like mine's set back to 10, and I have no other.
Yeah.
Did Foundry reset fucking cock?
No, so what you need to do, if you don't want this to happen every time, is you need to update it in D&D Beyond as well.
That's where I done goofed.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That's my bad.
Yeah. It is in the text chat how much.
This is why I highly recommend people take notes of this, in case something fucks up.
The one thing I didn't take notes on.
It's
is
okay.
how much
It's
gold.
It's okay.
We're
It's
learning.
in the text chat. But yeah,
No, I did. Never mind.
It's like looking at my bank account IRL. Wait a minute, I thought I had more.
you have to. But yeah, if you don't want it to like copy over whatever we do a level up, do it in D&D Beyond as well.
Gotcha.
All right. So I guess we're going to go find a temple of Tiamat.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Ah.
how much gold do we have to give this, like, dragon
We're gonna
god? I
find
can't
out.
imagine it's gonna just be a little, right? It's a god.
We don't know.
Dragon,
I
like-
don't know. I didn't see that in the vision.
Like, dragons hold hordes of gold, so, like, you know.
I've got a hoard of gold.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, is that what you're gonna use on Sakuna later?
Don't you worry about what I'm gonna use later.
I mean, I don't know how much we have to give. I don't know what the standard is for a dragon god. Maybe if we go to a temple and find someone, we can ask them what like the averages that people give.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sure.
I mean, so I guess my question is, are you just gonna blindly ask around about the temple to Tiamat?
That doesn't sound right.
Sounds like a bad idea to do that.
That sounds excellent. Let's not.
No, we probably shouldn't blindly ask around for a Temple of Tiamat. Is there like a religious sector of Baldur's Gate, maybe? That
So-
might have a temple?
So it's one of those where there's not so much a religious sector, there's like different temples kind of scattered throughout the city. And I mean, depending on like particular religions, obviously, like the more questionable religions like the Dead Three, Leviatar, and stuff like that are more than likely going to be very underground.
Okay.
You know what? Give me a religion check, too.
Okay. 1 second. Religion check, okay. Ooh!
Yeah. So you would know that you would know, like, for the most part, chances are, if you want anything to do with Tiamat, you're gonna have to find members from the Cult of the Dragon. And as far as you remember, the Cult of the Dragon hasn't, as far as you're aware of, as you're aware of, the Cult of the Dragon is, you haven't heard or seen anything about any active Cult of the Dragon until the ones you interacted with, which proceeded to get exploded by a magic bean. So you're not really sure if there's any people. You're not sure if there's really anyone left or how many of them are in Baldur's Gate.
Right. So here's the problem. If we want to find a temple, we need to find members of the cult. We had found members of the cult until they were destroyed by a bean. And I don't know of any other. So we're probably not going to be able to find one, and I feel like even if we did ask and they saw the mark, they would probably kill us.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like, well.
Bit of an issue on our hands again.
So basically, we're fucked.
Yes.
To put it lightly.
Well, at least.
Got an extra 6 gold.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the chests we took from had 250 gold each. Divide that by 6, that's roughly 41. Right?
No, we took all the chests.
Yeah.
So the 250 gold is how much the crown was worth.
Oh.
Yeah. The actual one is the 4,500.
Year. Okay.
So basically we're fucked.
Well.
Nazar's is gonna be fucked later, but you know.
Oh, I'm gonna do the. We won't have to worry about what I'm doing later. Hmm.
Hmm?
Go back to the bathhouse?
I mean, is there a point?
At night again, where they all meet up, unless it's like a weekly thing.
I mean, I think we killed most of them. I'm
I mean-
assuming we don't know about the note and the head yet. Okay,
No.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming we killed most of them, so there's probably not many of them left.
But surely there couldn't be just. There weren't just 5 of them. Or 7. Or 75 of them. I'm sure there's more than 75 of them.
We
Boulders. 8.
killed a lot of them. I mean,
Did we kill them?
do you just want to get stabbed again?
No.
Is that why you want to go back?
No, that's not my thing.
Okay.
But
Wait, did we check in with the Flaming Fist dude? I don't think we did.
No.
do we have to?
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna go talk to your favorite friend.
Oh.
We should probably fill him in on what we found.
What if he's one? Okay. What if he's one of the ones?
Then we can kill him.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah, so we probably we should go check in with the Flaming Fist dude. I'm just trying to find his name.
I'll do my best.
That would be
Not to remind them how much of a shit show they are.
all right. It's Captain Zodge.
Yes, Zodge. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
This fucking joke of a guy.
So you would find him still at the Basilisk Gate as the influx of refugees from El Terrell seem to be being dealt with by a mixture of the Flaming Fist as well as other citizens around that seem to be, for the most part, more so trying to figure things out as a small, basically kind of, what's the term? Not hovel, little tent, kind of like a tent area, like a little refugee camp is being formed. You will eventually find General Zaj, as he seems to be kind of in an area where kind of a setup area that seems to be a mixture of like a logistical as well as a relaxing kind of spot for some of the Flaming Fist as he sees you all approaching. I'm going to quickly change the music.
Roll for initiation.
What?
Huh?
As he kind of
I said, oh god.
kind of as he sees you all approaching, he kind of gives you a bit of a kind of stands up from his sitting position as he kind of seems to be about to get up and do something when he sees you. Gives a bit of a slight nod as he goes, I see you all have returned, and he sees Inya and he kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, and I see you've got a new companion. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I take it you have something to report about. I take it you've come back to report your progress.
Yeah, so basically we cleared out the dungeon underneath the bathhouse. There's a slight problem that the person who is involved with the Cult of the Dead 3 is Martlock's mom. Because we found a note from Martlock there.
You see his face kind of drop a little bit as you kind of mention that. So Lady Vanderbeer is involved.
Yes. Apparently, she planned to have Duke Ravengard in El Turel, and she wants the same thing that happened to El Turel to happen to Baldur's Gate.
I'm not liking the sound of this. This is a lot to process.
In general, I know I do not care for your branch much, but out of respect, it seems that there's been a good amount that have also been influenced under the Flaming Fist by her.
Is that so?
Yes, she's trying to make them agitated by running around after this Cult of the Dead 3 nonsense and basically trying to get them tired of being in Baldur's Gate.
Well, he thinks about it for a moment. Again, my hands are tied here. If cannot send any of my men, and if what you say is true that they've been persuaded, then I'm going to have to do a comb through and figure out who I can trust and who I cannot.
So, one of the sons, Amric, he's been in charge of the money laundering, and that's how the Cult of the Dead 3 members have been being paid.
All right. My best guess is for you to, well, if that is the case, my suggestion would be to arrest him and gather any information he might be able to have. If he is tied into this, and the Vanderbeers are tied to it, we're going to need to find a good way to take them down. As reliable as I do trust the information you're providing, we're talking one of the Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. I can, given some time, put in an order for their arrest, but chances are that the lady herself is going to simply wave off any accusations.
I don't think anyone will raise a question if you start doing gear inspections almost every day or every other day. Maybe someone might have evidence on them, or in passing from one to another.
That's what I was thinking of doing, but that will take time, and
Of course.
I don't think we have exactly time if there is a conspiracy going on here. If you can deal with the Vanderbeers, we will find a way to compensate you, as well as deal with any of the remnants, but I suggest that if they are the cause of these problems, that you find a way to deal with them, discreetly, of course.
Well, we have a location for Amaric, and the letter said that if we can get him to squeal, he will most likely throw everybody under the bus to save his own ass.
Well, if you can wipe away their influence, the better. And if not, I cannot say what sort of actions that you and your friends are capable of, but I suggest that we resolve this as quickly as possible. Sorry, our hands are already tied, and until my request for more reinforcements come in, it will be a mess, to say the least.
All right. Yeah.
We understand.
If there's anything more I can do for you, I will do my best, but I cannot promise you anything at this current point.
Well, Godspeed with your hands full. We'll come back with more information once we find.
All right, do what you must.
Right. So, I guess we should figure out a plan for heading to the Low Lantern.
Yeah. Shall we walk through the slums or the lower circles of the city to find this low lantern, or on our way to it?
It's down by the
many people
docks.
will. All right.
So we don't have to go in yet, but maybe we could just kind of scope out the area and see if there's any guards or traps there might be about for when we do plan to go inside. Make sure we've got our wits about us.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't think we should go in without Anna or Vixara.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking about
We need
routes.
them for this.
Oh, yes. I'm also thinking about routes that not too many people would stop and question us with this branding around our necks.
Yeah, we're probably better trying to weave our way not in one of the higher parts of the city, the higher end parts of the city.
Yeah.
But we take the longest route possible to go back to the Low Lantern.
Fly sometime.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the sights of the city. That's not the best place, but we won't get jacked with the tourist prices. Let's go.
Also, just trying to avoid people seeing the marks as much as possible because we can't.
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright. So I take it head to the are you gonna head to the lantern or?
Yeah. Is there areas around the lantern that are mapped out, or is it just kind of like we're gonna end up on the doorstep?
So from what you can see, the lantern itself is located within the docks of Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
You would kind of find that it's surrounded by the kind of usual typical kind of like dock working. It's linked up to
Shipyards and stuff.
shipyard and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
kind of a low kind of fog that kind of hangs around this area. Kind of typical of Baldur's Gate.
A lot of cross streets. And there's. Go ahead.
Yeah, like a lot of cross streets, a lot of like activity as a lot of dock workers are like transporting freight and shifting stuff.
Industrial
Yeah.
factories and such. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not so much industrial, but a lot of like, like old fashioned like cranes lifting stuff and like
Yeah.
a lot of dock
shipping
workers.
logistics.
Yeah, like old school shipping logistics. Even though there's
Yeah.
some degree of like magic at work, as you might see a couple of like potentially the more kind of like well or off people using like what appears to be like animated armors as kind of like dock hands versus like
Alright.
actual workers and stuff like that. Take it you're gonna try to like scout out the area, see if there's anything suspicious that you can
Yeah.
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 tell. All right.
You can find like maybe there's like multiple entrances, exits, that kind of stuff.
All right. Go ahead and go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yippee! On par.
Good thing about Nazareth, he's consistent.
He is consistent. So, from what you can tell, you quickly kind of figure out which ship is actually the low lantern, as you would see what appears to be almost I'm trying to think of the ship name. It looks like a galleon of sorts that seems to have been stripped away for the most part of any sort of actual mobile movement, and it seems like it's basically almost kind of embedded into the dock itself. As you would see, as you kind of like scat around, you would see chains that kind of make sure that the ship doesn't float off into the ward, and a staircase that seems to cut into the side of the galleon itself, acting as the main entrance. There are kind of climbing up the ship where more than likely there would have been either gun ports. It looks like have been replaced with like windows for the outside. There's, from what you can tell, unless you plan to like climb the side of the ship there's really only about one main entrance.
I was thinking about it.
I will mention this is a very public dock, and trying to perform
Yeah.
such actions would be very difficult.
I'll look like Luffy on Middle Water 7.
Pretty much.
Okay, alright. I also kind of, are there any like tool equipment shops or anything nearby? I don't expect to get any kind of service, just, what, you know what? Never mind. I have pondered to myself and I've answered myself.
You have pondered the orb.
Would you like a ponder roll? 1d4?
What wizards in your area?
Area. Yes.
I got that reference. Nice.
Oh, god damn it, I don't have this spell prepared. I have
It's alright,
fine
I got the wild card.
No, I have fine traps, but I don't have it prepared, so I could have used that to see if there's any traps around it. Alas.
Oh well.
That's what we call in the business an L.
Womp
Since we're in,
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, since we're in like a little bit of a seedy area of town, can I do like a perception check to make sure we're not being like followed or like looked at or?
Yeah, you are in quite the seedy area. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
just to be safe, you know?
We're in a seedy area of the town. We're gonna get jumped.
I just kind of whispered to everyone, I'm so glad we brought her along. She's so smart.
Yeah, she is smart.
Thank you.
Well, given the area you're currently in, there's a lot of activity and a lot of noise and distraction. You are feeling a little bit out of your depth here.
Wow. Well, I found nothing.
About
I'm
the
also gonna do a perception check actually to see.
I was about to go. The only thing that you really see is what appears to be at the low lantern. There is two crows that you see kind of flying about near it, and what gets your attention is you watch as a seagull flies near the ship. One of these crows flies over to the seagull, and you watch as suddenly, as the crow flies by, the seagull like immediately just falls from the sky and drops.
I love birds.
Can I also do a perception check?
Sure.
Seagull and D's.
Let's do Gandhi's nuts. Damn.
You don't see anything that really catches your attention either, other than the whole bird incident.
Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, did you see that crow just take out the seagull?
That was crazy.
That was wild. I didn't know crows could do that.
Me either. You learn something new every day.
You do, especially being down here.
Yeah.
Nor just entranced by this death. This crow.
We just witnessed a murder.
We just witnessed a murder.
You quite literally did witness a murder.
We witnessed a murder.
Yeah.
As you're kind of standing there, few people kind of walking around and just kind of shifting around you as passing on by.
Nazareth is just staring off at the machinery liftings and the pieces of machinery.
Well, anyways, doesn't seem like we're being followed. Did you guys see that seagull get murdered by the crow?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it was wild.
This crow just came out of the air and just attacked a crow.
Are you high?
No.
No, I swear.
I'm only 9'5".
Oh my gosh. Is there any, like, just general shops around this area?
There's a few.
I was thinking that too.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Is there like a alchemy type shop maybe?
Sure. What's your intention here?
I wanna get some healing potions. Or maybe get some poison or something? I don't know.
I was just thinking it would be nice to get a couple poisons.
Yeah.
Come in handy.
Think of an Andy.
Can I get some lube?
Oh,
It
you'll
all
need that
comes
for
in
tonight,
handy.
won't you?
Oh my god.
just out of the blue. Hey, by the way,
Get some.
I want lube.
You can get
I'm
some
sure they have that at the
massage
alchemy shop.
massage oil for your little date later.
So you're gonna want to go to several different. So you want to go to 2 different shops, is what I'm hearing here. Where one
What kind of
person.
shop will I be going to?
So
Sex shop, obviously.
so
Yes.
okay. So
Sorry, God.
I would say with the potions, you could probably find a decent shop that sells up to you would find a shop. You could easily find a shop that has like basic healing potions. If you would want anything better, you would have to go to the more kind of affluent part of town.
Oh,
But-
wait. I wanna sell the spell books I have.
Oh,
That's what I wanna do. I wanna sell the spell books.
So the people that would get use out of the spell books would more than likely be a magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
If if you want to locate a magic shop and sell your wares to them.
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Let me see if
I
they.
would like to find a magic shop so I can sell my spell books.
Is there a general tool shop nearby?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
Blacksmith.
more than likely
Yeah.
general tools. Yeah.
I'd like to. When we get around after the spellbinding bookstore,
Let me.
I want to get a tinderbox.
Okay.
You should
Yeah.
put one in your inventory though.
A tinderbox?
In
Oh,
your
about to
backpack.
have.
In your backpack.
Alright. I have an entire book here of Baldur's Gate. Give me just a second to see if I can find any good shops.
As we're walking, I'm still talking to Enya about the seagull and the crow.
Is that a puppy?
That
I
was
just
the
turned
most
off.
enthralling thing I've seen all day.
I know.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, we're fine. We're just talking about the
Murder.
We're talking about the murder that we witnessed, so you're fine.
I heard a puppy, so I started kind of wandering off.
No, Nazareth, back.
What?
No, come on. Don't
Oh.
wander away in this part of Boulder's Gate.
Best to stay with the group.
It's not like we don't. It's different than El Toral. Just come on.
Okay.
Um,
I heard a puppy though.
I maybe we can find a shop that has puppies that we can pet.
Yeah.
alright. Sure. We'll say. Okay.
There's another crow.
Oh, not that crow.
So what are we wanting to do first? That's my first question here. Do we want to do the
Petting zoo. Yes. No.
I would like to do, if everybody's okay, do the magic shop, because depending on what else is at the alchemy shop, I might buy a bit more, and I would like to have a bit more gold.
Yes. I vote for that.
I'm okay with that. I might browse the poisons if they're available.
I'm just gonna browse.
Let's see here. It takes you a little bit, but you would eventually find a magic item shop, and you would see it is a kind of towards the. I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering the location of this place right. It is towards the upper city, so kind of a little bit away from the low light lantern. You would find this kind of decent place this decently pretty place with a domed stained glass roof of this kind of tall round shop. And you would see a sign hanging on the side of it that reads Sorceress Sundries. The gentleman behind the counter, you would see a human man, just short black hair and kind of typical what appears to be wizardly apparel, kind of sitting behind the counter. You would also, as you kind of approach and he places his hands on the counter, you would see his right hand is almost a crispy black color.
Oh.
As you kind of approach him, he kind of goes, welcome to the Sorceress Sundays. How can I help you today?
I'm gonna look at his hand. You alright?
Never been better. How about yourself?
Your hand is crispy? I didn't know human flesh could get crispy.
Oh, this, and he kind of holds up his hand, and it's like, well, funny enough, it's a birthmark, believe it or not.
Can I insight check him to see if he's telling the truth that this is a birthmark?
Most certainly can.
Okay. I don't know.
He actually genuinely seems to be telling the truth.
Oh, wow.
Okay, alright. Okay. Alright. She's gonna turn to Enya and be like, that's the second weird thing I've seen today.
Absolutely. The day gets
Alright.
weirder and weirder.
It tends to happen when you dabble with magic. I originally didn't have this, and then you fuck around with the wrong spell. Next thing you know, oh, you have a birthmark, and your hand's black. What can I do for you today, though?
I think I have 4 spell books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got these 4 spell books here, and obviously I can't use them. She's gonna pull out the 4 spell books, and I was just wondering if I could get a bit of coin in exchange for, you taking them off my hands.
He kind of takes a look at it, and she's just like, takes a peep through the books as he kind of sees, these are rather interesting. Feel bad for any poor sod that lost track of their book. But anyway, I am more than happy to take a bargain off, trade you a little bit. How much are you thinking for such prizes?
How much do spell books normally go for? That is a good question.
Well,
I'd say probably 50 gold per book.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
You have to excuse my bit of ignorance. Like I said, I can do magic, but I don't use spell books for it.
Seem pretty excited about it, though.
50 is rather... See, I would take you up on that, though. What worries me a bit is these are wizard spellbooks, and normally I might say quite fond of the arcane. I do find wizards don't part with their spellbooks nicely. As he kind of gestures.
I didn't kill them.
No, I didn't accuse you. I'm just merely being cautious. 30 gold for each.
35.
We stole them off of cultists.
I can part with 35.
All right, you've got yourself a deal then.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you extend? Put your hand out.
And the crispy hand? Or...
Yes, the crispy hand.
Take the strong hand.
God! Alright. What does the crispy hand feel like?
It feels like a normal hand.
Oh, okay.
Surprising, yeah.
Okay.
It's just weird looking.
Like a roasted
Okay.
marshmallow.
Okay.
Like you
All
said, it's a
right.
birthmark.
Okay.
I can't take
Yeah,
my
but
eyes off the hand.
it could still be some, some birthmarks might have a little substance to it, so it might be a little crispy birthmark, you know?
Could be.
All right.
May I ask a question?
Go for it.
I request knowledge, good sir. By chance, do you... Thanks, Brain, for leaving the thought I just wanted to ask. Anyway, by chance, do you do any enchantment for your equipment?
I do a little bit of dabbling in such a thing. Are you looking for a particular enchantment there, friend?
Yes, actually. See, I have this... My favorite gold scythe. Kind of plots it down on the countertop, if there's space or leans it up. I was wondering if you can enchant any effects on it that last longer than just that eternally last, or last as long as possible. I don't know if it's plausible, but to have it last more than one hit, kind of a lifetime enchantment, I suppose. Anything you can do within that realm, and how much would that be?
Well, there's all sorts of bits of magic that can be imbued in such a things, but it would be a matter of how much gold you're willing to part with. Because most enchantments are not cheap, my friend. The good enchantments that you want for a pristine weapon to be effective take a bit of gold. I could do a few basic enchantments for a little bit here and there, but if you want the better stuff, you must be willing to open up your pockets. As he kind of takes a look at it and goes, I can, for most of the general enchantments, cheapest I can do for some of your enchantments are about 300 gold. And I can present you some of the options there. Some of the finer ones are going to cost you quite a pretty penny, though.
Well, pats around. It seems I've dropped my wallet a few blocks back.
It tends to happen.
I appreciate the information, though.
Tends to happen. The guild tend to have a little convenience for opening up one's pockets when he's not paying attention. So he kind of hands you back your scythe.
I'm just like, I'm still getting laid tonight. Fuck it.
Oh, excuse me. Were you enchanting the scythe to do something?
No, not for that.
Listen.
But is there anything else I might be able to help you all with? Any interest in enchantments if you have the price for it, of course.
Cheaper fucking enchantments still.
Do you sell poisons in the shop?
I'm sorry, what did you say, sir? And he kind of looks towards Ness.
Nothing.
He didn't say anything, and I'm gonna, jab Nazareth in the side.
I just start shuffling off, like, come here, I have a bitch of an itch on my left ass cheek. That's all he hears.
You have to excuse our dragonborn friend there. He's not the best with words, you know?
I fully understand. Those who...
Kill is a hell of a salad.
Those who do not have... I understand some people not having a good appreciation of things. But as for poisons, that's not exactly my specialty. Mine is more of the magical nature, of course.
Do you happen to have an alchemy jug, perhaps? perhaps?
I potentially do. Give me just a moment as he kind of rummages around. You would find after a little bit, he would come out with what appears to be this kind of strange ceramic jug that he puts on the counter, and you would see there are different corks protruding out of different parts of this jug, including the where you would normally see a plug-in for such a cork, as he sets it on the counter.
And is this like the alchemy jug with all the different liquids in it?
Yes.
Okay. How much for the alchemy jug?
This isn't me as a DM totally looking up prices right now. He seems
As
to.
you do that, just go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just kind of looking at the jug, being like, "Oh, that reminds me of a night at the barracks. We were all drinking from the king's grog. Oh, those were days."
Zavi's just gonna slowly turn and look at you. And she's gonna turn back to the man behind the counter.
Yeah, unlike me, this gentleman actually would have a price off the top of his head. I am just what they call in the industry a slow little guy.
He's just a silly little guy.
No, you're not slow, you're persistent, and that's why you love it.
Oh, I am persistent. I'm not denying that. It's just more so.
You're determined. You're determined.
Yes. The DM trying to do the bargaining for us. I love it. It would totally be a waste.
Given that this item is a rather impressive thing, I am rather curious what you are planning to purchase it off for.
Handy to have, you know, there's water in it, wine, beer.
That was not
poison,
my
acid.
that wasn't my question, my dear. I am asking how much are you willing to part for it?
How good of a condition does the alchemy jug look?
It looks in fairly good condition.
Say I could. 40 gold?
He has this look on his face of like, you just told him like a really bad joke and he didn't appreciate it. My friend here, it's items such as this, while entertaining to one who doesn't practice or potentially does practice the arcane, offering such a low price for such a valuable artifact is rather demeaning of yourself. I was hoping for an offer of at least a few hundred, but 40. You wound me.
100 gold.
$250.
200.
250.
225.
I would like. Oh.
Is he being firm at the 250?
He's being very firm at the 250.
Alright, she's gonna pull out 250 gold and hand it to this man for the alchemy jug.
He slides the jug over to you.
Because those textbooks just paid for this alchemy jug, so.
I was being rather courteous of you, but I appreciate your patronage either way.
Yeah, try
doing,
to find a bargain when you can, you know?
of course, though. I suggest in the future to practice on your bartering skills. I'll let you off easy this time. Not every merchant's going to do that.
Well, I appreciate you being so generous and patient with me. I'm not used to bartering very much.
It's quite alright. I know not every person can be as flexible with their prices, but something to keep in mind.
Of course.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Not for me, I don't know, and she's gonna turn to the rest of them. Any of you have any business?
What poisons do you sell here, if any?
Like I said, my dear, I don't specialize in poisons. Those... It's a bit rather... That's more so for a different shop.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Alright. Well, I thank you all...
Veer, anything?
Nazareth perks up. Huh?
I mean, unless this man can somehow make me do my, like, I don't know. I just punch things. Like, what do you want from me?
Wasn't sure if maybe you had anything that you wanted to do.
Hey, you, shopkeeper guy.
Nather steps outside before he makes inappropriate jokes.
Yes.
Can you make my punches stronger?
You make punches stronger.
Bust out laughing as he's walking out. You just hear Nazareth on the other.
Just
I mean,
make my punches stronger.
They're punching spells, might I add.
He just kind of seems to, like, think about it for a moment as he just kind of goes,
He's pissed.
"No, I might have something. Give me a minute."
Oh.
You're in luck.
He just gives me a fucking knuckle duster.
He just gives you brass
Real.
knuckles.
Yes.
Gives her brass knuckles.
Yes. Oh, let's fucking go.
He comes back. He comes back with what appears to be almost kind of an ice pick thin needle that he holds up.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
This might be able to help you, but it needs a little time to settle in. But I need to know if you're willing to, if you can afford the price.
What does this thing do?
You will find out. But it will make you punch harder.
What is the price?
300 gold.
I have three. I don't think I have 300.
Holds out 300 copper.
Let me look at my. Oh shit! Hold on. I forgot the. Oh god, the gold. The gold from last week.
The gold.
The gold.
The gold.
No, God.
The gold.
Wait.
Do you still have your beans, or did those all get
I
used?
do. Well, hold on. I'm not gonna resort to my beans.
Hang
I'm
on.
not gonna resort to my
No,
beans
we're
yet.
not.
291. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna use the beans. Jesus, I'm not gonna like kill this man.
Trade
I
in
had
some
to-
magical beans.
I had to just like be sure, okay? Because you never know.
That is
Okay.
true.
Welcome in.
Hey, Nox.
I fucking live!
Hey. So she's gonna be like, she's gonna check her like, you know, her bag and shit for money. She's gonna be like, I don't have 300 gold. However, I do have. She's gonna slam him on the desk. Be like, these magic beans.
And I just walk into.
Don't worry.
Do you have?
Let her
Okay.
cook.
Okay, so
Let her cook.
quick question.
Yeah.
Did you just like slam the bag, or do you?
They're in the bag. They're in the bag.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just slam this bag of beans as the beans kind of rustle inside as he kind of. The shopkeep kind of raises an eyebrow as he goes. Is that so? Mind if I see them?
Yeah, of course. Just wait. Just be really careful. I threw one the other day and it blew up and killed a bunch of people.
No, you don't. Oh my god, you don't
Yeah.
tell people that.
You watch
It went off like a firecracker, and
You-
nothing of consequence happened.
You watch as he pulls out what appears to be a magnifying glass, and as he pulls out the magnifying glass, he kind of focuses the magnifying glass on the bag, and you watch as the lens on the glass itself shimmers with a little bit of light.
Oh.
As he kind of looks at it and goes, It is rather this is certainly is a magic bag of beans. Would you
They're really cool. One of them made a campfire.
indeed? These beans have been imbued with the wild magic itself. Get different effects depending on if you plant them or not.
Oh.
I'm willing to make a trade here.
Okay.
The bag and all of its beans for this.
You've got yourself a deal, sir.
All right. As he hands you this small kind of ice pick needle.
What do I do with it?
Hold it to your skin where you wish to apply it, and the magic will take effect.
So I just
Was it
hold
like a
it
magic
to my,
tattoo?
So I hold it to my fists.
That is a location for them, yes.
She'll just kind of
I got a
grip
location.
it. She'll kind of like grip it with both of her fists, just to make sure that it doesn't just like affect one of them.
The effect will take the effect will take hold. So long it is on your person, it will take effect where the magic will apply to you as the one attuned to it.
Okay.
Just make sure wherever you place it, you're happy with it.
Yeah. Definitely placing it within her like hands.
Okay. So, will that be all for you?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for your patronage.
Tell your friends of the Sorcerer's Sundries then, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
You too.
As
And
you
enjoy those beans.
certainly will. As you head out of the Sorcerer's Sundries, where would you like to go? I'll get you pulled in here in a second, Nox.
Back to the
alchemy shop because Enya wants to buy poisons.
I thought we just came from the alchemy shop.
No,
No.
we're in a magic item shop. They're different things.
I'm a big dum dum. All right, alchemy.
Alright, let me see if I can find
She's also still talking about the crow to Enya. And every now and then
all
she'll
these
be like,
crows flying overhead, and it's just
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it.
I know, it's just, I wonder if the crow's gonna swoop down and try and do that to one of us. What if they can?
I hope not.
What if we get death by crow?
Okay, guys, it's a fucking crow. Get over it.
I'm gonna do a perception check on the crow.
You don't understand me.
Um,
It's just a crow, guys. It's just a crow.
We saw them take out a seagull.
It killed a seagull. You don't understand.
Okay, and do you think a fucking seagull could kill a human? Do you think a crow could? No, come on, guys. Come on.
And what if it's a magic crow? What if it's like a crow demon or something like that?
Think of the things we've already fought.
I'm gonna
Why
hard
are you
focus
afraid
the
of a
crow. DM.
yep.
I'm rolling perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knox.
Here goes Nox and her
Not speaking to you, Duolingo.
Why?
Yeah.
I had my mic fucking shut off.
Nope, we can hear
We don't know when
Duolingo.
did you start speaking Korean?
It's not Korean, you were wrong. Oh, because it was going through my webcam. Hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say your
Your mic sounds weird, yeah.
Oh,
Hiya.
okay. I'm just gonna hard focus the crow.
Perception.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
I'm really concerned about the crows.
Hey, Khan.
Yes.
Can I throw a rocket at one of the crows?
I mean, the crows are already back at the lantern place. Like, you guys are far away from there.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Oh, good thing I didn't use a critical.
Yeah. No. So. Yeah. So you would. So the best place that you can the closest place you can find that seems to have any sort that seems to probably potentially sell any sort of poison would be a location that has a sign that calls it the Eastway Expeditions. And as you're gonna make your way, this place seems rather dubious at best, but it seems to be full of equipment for traveling and other means for exploration and delving into dangerous areas.
Oh, goody.
Shall we take a look?
They probably sell the skin wrappers. What?
Skin wrappers?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Condoms. He means condoms.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you missed it. Ruin and the half ogre are gonna bang later, so Khan gotta break out the sex rules.
Oh, great. I'm okay with having missed.
Well, they haven't banged, yeah. I mean,
No, they haven't banged yet. They're going to bang when she gets off her shift.
So rather than progressing anything, we've been faffing around, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good fun. Kind of, I would say, as you're heading towards the shop, you all would eventually kind of, as you're making your way over, you would see the familiar form of Vizara kind of seemingly looking around as she seems to be looking around for you all. Vizara, from your perspective, you woke up this morning, went to go say hi to your sister, she wasn't there, and there was just this moment of like, where did everyone go? And you've been kind of like wandering around Baldur's Gate, kind of trying to figure out where they went.
Great.
And as you're kind of like wandering around, you eventually kind of lock eyes with them as you've been kind of looking for them for quite a bit of time, actually.
About how long? A couple hours?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah,
hours. Yeah, it's been a couple hours.
Wow.
Was I at least left a note?
No.
No, we didn't leave it.
Yeah.
We just kinda
Yeah,
left
no,
it.
that's why it took you so long to find them. You've just been wandering around, just being like, guys, where'd you go?
Is that so?
We didn't leave a note. We just kind of fucked up.
I just shout from down the from
Okay.
down the thing.
She's gonna charge.
Okay.
right up
Yeah.
to Veer.
Yeah, Veer, you.
And
Go ahead.
and
Unarmed guy.
punch her in the face.
Yeah.
Can you
Veer,
reach my fucking
Veer,
face?
I have a reason, yes, and a 16 hits. Thank you.
I'm 7 feet tall. You sure you can reach my face?
she's a fucking monk too. She can.
I'm over
She
a
does some
foot higher
dope ass
than you.
monk shit, you
I'm
know?
only a foot shorter than you. I can punch somebody in the face a foot taller than me. I've done it. So,
Yeah. It's been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazareth just.
I know. I'm here for that.
So,
I don't know. I don't know.
so the scene plays out. The scene plays out where you got the scene plays out as you guys like are heading to the shop to go get Inya some poisons, and you watch as Vizara locks eyes with her sister and just runs up and just punches the shit out of her.
Wait,
It's just one punch. Just one punch.
Yeah,
It's changed our damage back to the old damage again. for some
I
reason,
will fix it.
finding.
I'll fix it later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah. That's gonna leave a mark.
And she's gonna have like tears in her eyes a bit.
Oh no.
There, upon being fucking punched by you, is going to grab your head
Oh god.
and just be like, "The fuck is your problem?"
She's kind of like crying a little bit, and she's just like, "You abandoned me."
No, you were sleeping and we went shopping.
I'm gonna pull the fucking Mama Weasley. No note, car gone.
Bed empty. No
empty.
notes. Car gone. You could have died.
No eyeballs, no fingies.
Yep.
No, she is genuinely upset.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's kind of like gonna sniffle a bit. And she's like, I wake up. She's like, I don't care if everybody else is gone. But you left and said nothing. No note. Just alone.
Okay, I get it. You were like a fucking orphan and you got trauma. I don't know. I'm sorry, okay?
She's gonna punch her one more time, like really lightly, just kind of like punch her in the shoulder and just be like, "You're still an asshole." And then she's gonna walk away.
Sadly, you're still my sister.
Alright.
She's gonna turn around, like stick her tongue back out.
Alright.
Hey, I
So,
got a cool needle.
so,
That was something.
so I take it you both make your way into the shop. Everyone makes their way. Okay. You would, as you're kind of seeing the shop, you would see a lot of the different items about the shelves, and it seems like a lot of the stuff seems to be kind of like organized in a way, but it seems very like practical organization versus like actually like presentable. And you would see kind of mainly behind the counter a kind of light blue tiefling, kind of short hair, dressed in a very kind of like very like covered, like kind of almost like a kind of similar to dressed in the sense of like Inya, where it's like cloak, very covered up, Like, seems like someone that wants to keep like a low-key profile. As she sees you all kind of entering your shop, she just kind of nods. Seemingly kind of waiting for you to...
Do you have for sale?
I have all sorts of poisons. Are you looking for ones that apply to your weapon? Are you preferring ones that you can ingest? Are you preferring ones that go off basic contact?
I'm looking for ones that I can apply to my weapons.
Well, you've got quite a few options here, as she kind of pulls out a few vials, as it's also depends on your price point here. How much are you willing to spend?
Let's see what the prices are first. I'm not looking for anything too expensive right now. Like, what are your low to mid-range poisons?
Well, if you're wanting something on the lower end, I've got a few basic things, different animals that have different properties to make generic poisons. I've got a little bit of not so much a poison, but a funny little thing, a little bit of truth serum. I do have more concentrated poisons if you're looking to have a bit more of a focus on ending something or someone's life.
Yes. That's exactly what I need right there.
It is the kind I have is a bit more of an ingested sort, but if you're wanting something a little bit more interesting, and she pulls out a vial, and you see what appears to be this strange, almost kind of like brownish liquid. Put on your weapon, and it won't kill, but it makes it a little easier to kill them.
Okay, how much is that one?
200.
Can I do a deception check?
Oh, what are you intending to do?
Like, maybe get her to lower the price?
So for the deception check, how are you trying to deceive her? Like, what?
Are you thinking maybe more like persuasion rather than deception?
Is that persuade? Oh, that's what I meant. Oh my, did I say deception?
Yeah, that's why I was.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page, right? Yeah.
To be fair,
persuasion.
they're both charisma-based stats. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to attempt a persuasion check, go right for it.
Roll to seduce the shopkeeper. Go.
Let's go.
Nice. Somebody's getting fucked tonight.
Well,
for sure.
Well, apparently so is Enya.
I guess the question is, how are you going about it? You can ask for it, or if you want to go down the seduction route, that's your prerogative.
He's already pulled out that table. So
but you can do whatever you feel your character would do. Would they have a persuasive argument? Would they go down the...
Yeah, so I was thinking like, oh, that's so expensive. I can't really give up that much gold right now, but here's what I can offer you. And then I offer her like half the price. Wait, do I even have that much first?
Do you have 100 gold?
You do, because you've got platinum, so
The
like...
platinum, right?
She thinks about it for a moment and she goes, alright, fine. She hand her gold and she gives you this kind of brownish vial. Just be careful with it. It doesn't discriminate on what it affects, so touches your bare skin, you're going to not have a great time.
Thanks for the warning, and it was a pleasure doing business with you.
The pleasure's all mine. You have a wonderful day.
So you would have to give her... Is it 10 platinum?
10 platinum? Okay, so then I have 1 platinum left.
Phoenix over here suggesting that you rog dog the
Yeah, because it's 10 gold piece per
why not?
platinum, so yeah.
As well.
Okay, cool. I'll change.
Wait, where does that? Where did you get platinum? Wait, what did I miss?
The chest.
No,
I
probably
did, like,
just
the conversion.
It's just the conversion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a conversion table.
Alrighty.
Cause you gotta use some math.
And then what?
Oh,
I just
nope,
add
I'm
the.
out.
Oops. I just add like a new item in there, or.
I could put the kind of poison it is in there.
Oh, perfect.
Cause I don't think it is a actual poison in the base game. This is a modification that I have.
Ooh.
Fancy.
I'm excited to use it.
Yeah, I don't get. I'm gonna more so just kind of copy the information and then I'll set up the macros for it later.
That's good.
Do you have any healing potions by chance?
I do, but I do, but I assume that I must admit I am a bit worried that you're getting poisons and then healing potions. Are you planning something?
Depends. You want to give us that truth soon and we can tell you?
That's Zone of Truth I can just cast on her.
What?
Well,
No, it's not prepared though, but...
I mean,
No,
if
we're not... We're not planning anything. It's just... We tend to get ourselves in a bit of... fight.
Situation.
And sometimes we just need some healing when the healer is out of spell slots.
Oh, I understand. This is just more so a curiosity of mine. But
I mean, we might be doing something later, but right now it's just to make sure we've got our bases covered.
Also, like, we're adventurers. Like, this is just basic shit we need. Like,
well, I don't fucking know. Not everyone that comes in here is an adventurer. Besides, I'm curious.
Beautiful blue tiefling. I have a question for you. Do you have any sort of numbing agents or potions?
Oh my god.
wait, what did you hold on? Wait, I like how one of the side quests now just says punching siblings.
This is great.
She just kind of like, sits there for a moment. She's like, and are you looking for healing? Are you looking for what?
Oh, he's getting laid later, so he probably wants something for that.
Oh.
Why numbing though? Oh, never mind.
I wouldn't ask.
I got it.
Some of y'all just
It's kind of sad.
maybe you don't
I
want
feel
the
bad for
answers you need.
He's gonna kind of pat him on the back, just be like, I feel sorry for you.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You just need more practice, bud.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Give me just a moment as she disappears into the back for a little bit. After a little bit, she... Let me pull up the table because I closed it earlier.
He's gotta pull up the table.
I'm just letting you know, somewhere out
I'm
the...
not find another one for that.
Every time I have to open up this table, I'm giving a +1 to a random enemy, and I'm not telling you who.
Wait a minute. No. Just let me take the damage for being a goof.
Thanks, Naz.
Thanks, Naz.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Naz.
Hey, you know, maybe we don't have to fight.
Yeah, are you gonna talk our way out of it?
Yeah.
You can't talk your way out of a paper bag.
She kind of like, as you kind of like are saying this, as you're gonna ask this, she goes, "Are you looking for? So you're looking for something to numb, or are you looking for something to anything different? Just numbing is fine."
Just a nerve agent, really.
Well, it's not.
Yes, the more or less
Give him
feely,
something
the
with
better.
a vasodilator in it too. He might need that. Vasodilator?
Is that what you're going off with?
You know,
I've had more
she.
tea.
blood flowing.
Anyway.
She eventually comes back, and she comes back with like a vial of this almost kind of like a clearish. It's like a clearish yellow.
Oh, perfect.
And she goes, "It's got you 3 doses. Whatever you need numbed, just put it on there, and you'll be fine." I have a
Will
feeling
the effects transfer?
if you're sloppy about it, then yes.
So it can transfer to somebody else. Oh no, that poor woman.
You just relax. It doesn't last forever.
Oh no, you hear that, Naz? You're still screwed.
I've been doing worse. Remember that time I got fisted?
It's a numbing thing that only lasts about an hour. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Oh, that's too long for him. He doesn't need an hour.
How long does it take to dry, but so it doesn't transfer to somebody else?
An hour.
Oh man, you're fucked.
If
I'm only gonna need to survive 59 more minutes.
as long as you apply it properly, then you have nothing to worry about.
Thorough application, 3 times use, an hour. Got it. So
10 gold.
10 it is, sold.
I will note that you have a case of desensitizing oil.
Desensitizing oil.
Just be like, okay, Naz, you gotta make sure that the effects don't transfer to her.
Okay.
She's gonna have a bad day. And she'll probably kick your ass afterwards.
After,
I don't feel it.
as you guys are as you're talking, she looks kind of bored behind the counter. She goes, "If you're wanting those health potions, I suggest the Sorceress Sundries. That fucker always has potions."
Oh, we just
Wait,
came from
We just
there.
came from there.
Well, it's not my
came.
fault.
I don't want to go talk to that asshole again.
I'll talk to him.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Let's go.
Alright. I imagine party getting dragged back to the source of sundries where the gentleman with the black hand kind of sees you all again. He goes,
The cripsy hand.
"Oh, you're all back. What can I help you with?"
What's up, Crispy Leffins? Hey, guess what? We've heard that you got some potions. We're wondering if you'd be willing to part for them for a mere, couple copper. They're a couple common objects, you know. You feel me? Yeah. You feeling me?
Listen,
Copper?
listen. Just cause you are offering for a couple copper doesn't mean. Just because you roll really well doesn't mean it's gonna work out. He's gonna look at you and goes, "I will give you a discounted price, but you gotta make it worth my while. A few copper for healing potions doesn't even cover some of the basic.
Yeah, I understand that's a bit rude. How about 300 silver per?
I mean,
Is that overpriced?
what were you thinking
I have no
to
idea.
make it worth your while, though?
Hold on, give me a
Me or
second.
him? Can I say that on here?
What'd you say?
What I'm thinking?
So how much did you say? 300 silver?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he
Yes.
said 300 silver. Yeah.
Each.
400 silver.
It's just loved it.
Or maybe we could provide you a service.
And what service
Flicks
would that
lips.
be?
Tell you that, I'll give you a sloppy toppy and 2 fingers the butt.
My channel's gonna get fucking banned on Twitch. I can already feel it right now.
Nah, we've heard way worse. You're fine.
And you're fine.
He just looks at you and goes, "No."
All right.
How
So
about it's sloppy toppy and 2 fingers in the butt in addition to the 3.
No.
no.
400 silver. You're testing my patience now.
Well, I tried. Sorry.
No, you did great. You were awesome.
Hello there.
Scarlet. Uh, 400.
Is it 10 copper equals 1 silver?
Mm-hmm.
So 150. I have enough to buy Juan.
Okay. You want to buy one basic health potion?
I'll buy 1 basic health potion and hand it over to whoever was asking for them.
Gonna buy my own, but okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, you could. It's probably good for you to also keep a health potion.
That's true. All right then.
Give me just. Alright. Sorry. I was working on that poison that the void got. Alright. So you're getting the health potion.
Do they sell any Red Bull here?
What's a Red Bull?
The thing that gives you wings, I heard.
Oh, like a potion of flying. I do have a potion of flying somewhere.
Oh, this guy's cool.
There you go. Have a potion of healing in there.
How do you counterspell? Easy. You just say counter. Wait, no, this isn't guilty. You're back.
How do you counterspell? First level, first off, you would need to be a high enough spellcaster to have a third level spell slot, and you have to be the appropriate caster to have counterspell in your list. The most common way would be the wizard, because the wizard tends to have access to all the other that, like, the wizard basically has access to almost every spell in the game, barring a few that are specific towards divine casters like clerics and paladins and stuff. But typically it is wizards or any caster that typically is tied heavily with the arcane. So, like, I think an arcane domain cleric can learn counterspell, but I'm double checking that right now. But answer a question, be able to have third level spell slots, and usually be a wizard or a sorcerer or any, like, generic caster. That doesn't mean every caster knows counterspell. Just typically it's your wizards, sorcerers, and I think some warlocks know how to do them. But I hope that answers your question there, Scarlet. But anyway, are you guys wanting any more health potions from this individual, or are you wanting to get away from him as soon as possible?
What time of day is it?
Given all the shopping and running around you're doing in Baldur's Gate, I would say it's kind of heading into the late afternoon.
Is it close to the sun setting or no?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay, so we have to head back to the Elson Tavern so Nazareth can go get laid.
Okay. I figured this is gonna be the session of just like how long can we do stuff before Nazareth gets ready. Okay. We'll say, for the sake of argument, to get all the way back to the Elfsong Tavern, you get there around the time as she is getting off her shift.
Let's go.
And
Sabine's gonna slap your ass and be like, "Go get her, tiger."
What is this tiger you speak of?
I hate it here.
as we smash cut to a random place in Choltz where a tiger's stalking in the woods, and then it just hears those words and pokes its ears up, going like, "What?" And then we smash cut back.
Real. Love it.
Yeah, I take it you approach her and kind of do your rizzing and head off with her. The rizzling.
You're
The Rizzler.
I didn't have any prep for this, so well, now I'm choking up, so we'll just we'll say little words, and then us will just disappear out of sight up to our rooms, and
Yep.
y'all have fun.
All right. As you watch Nazareth disappear off with the ogre, to the rest of you guys
An ogre? I thought it was an orc.
Yeah.
She's a half ogre.
It's a half ogre.
Oh god.
Is there anything?
I thought it was a half orc. This changes
No.
everything.
Yeah.
No.
I think we change it every episode.
Now she's really gonna beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Better do a good job.
Does anyone want to do anything else?
God,
Go ahead, Rude.
we don't have to actually go into that detail. Like,
Oh,
we
no,
fade to
no,
black. We fade to
no,
black.
yeah, we
no.
fade to black. I'm completely fine with that.
No, I'm more so asking, does anyone want to do anything else?
The only thing that we do is I just show Vixara the alchemy jug I bought.
Okay.
And explain to her that it contains multiple different liquids.
Such as?
Water, wine, beer, honey, acid, poison, mayonnaise for some reason.
Sleepy time.
Oil. There's fresh and salt water in it, so you know.
Hopefully not
Is
mixed.
there mayonnaise?
I don't know.
For the condiments, it is the
I
best
don't
condiment
know.
for French fries. I will argue that.
Can I dip my fingies in the mayo?
Sure. So she's gonna
Yeah.
do the thing to the mayo is there, and she's gonna let her dip her fingers in the mayo.
Yeah, you find the cork that is specific to the mayo, and you open it up as it begins to kind of like pour out. You just stick your finger in there, and your finger is just covered in mayonnaise.
No, I don't mean my actual finger. I mean my road snacks, my fingies that I've took from
yeah,
corpses.
of course. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Dip
I'm going
your road
to-
snacks in the mayo.
I'm gonna grab you know how like some people when they eat their French fries they grab like 4 and like shove them in their ketchup and then shove it in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's got like just a fistful of like fucking fingers of varying different sizes. She's gonna dip them in the mayonnaise, swirl them around, and then just shove them in her mouth. And then she's gonna go look.
Second person tonight,
I
finger
like
in
that
holes.
much. I don't think I like that
Thank
much
you,
mayonnaise.
machine spirit, for our safe arrival.
That was a.
Maybe
That was a.
ketchup instead.
I was very scared for a minute because that raid would have came in. If that raid would have came in like 2 seconds earlier, I would have just said some unheard shit before. Thank you for the
No,
raid.
There's no other. I mean, there's like oil and honey and vinegar, but there's no
honey
other
might
kind of-
actually.
Do you want
she's
the
gonna-
honey one? She's gonna
she's
find the
gonna-
cork for the honey one.
She's
Wait, wait.
yeah.
Welcome in.
Thank you,
If,
Riley.
If we're back at the tavern, why don't we just have some of those fingies fried? Then you can put honey on them.
I don't think Alan's gonna fry the fingers for her.
No,
He's
not.
super
my
cool
fingers.
though.
He's not gonna fry the fingers, sir.
Please.
He's not gonna fry
I
the
was gonna say
fingers.
he's not gonna fry the fingers.
If anything,
that's fine.
if anything, you would just sign yourself up to be arrested for possible murder charges because they don't know where those fingers came from.
They
They were donated.
Yeah, she's
To the
gonna.
cause.
She's got the honey one out, so you can dip the fingers in the honey.
So this time instead of the fingers, she's gonna dip an eyeball in there.
Okay.
Let's go.
She's gonna like just pop
I-
that into her mouth and just be like, she's gonna give you her mouth is full and she's chewing. She's like, she's just gonna give you like double thumbs up.
This is the weirdest dinner date ever.
Oh, it's a date? Damn, I didn't even get dressed up.
No, it's allowed to be a date. She's not romancing anyone.
Not romancing anyone.
I tell you, who's getting
Be weird
romanced right
dinner
now?
Not you.
Definitely me.
Now you're getting pegged.
Oh yeah. Half ogre? Oh yeah, she's pegging.
I am not the top, and that's okay.
That's what the numbing was for. It wasn't for his dick, it was for his booty hole.
It all comes together.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, so as we're just sitting there, I'm just watching her dip the eyeballs in the honey.
Oh god. She's like, honey better. Mayonnaise, not so much.
Now, the mayonnaise was an odd choice.
Can we get rid of the mayonnaise and put something else in its place?
No, we can't. That's not how it works. But we can just never open the mayo one again.
I mean, we can still use it for certain things.
Like what?
I love how the bell just struck when you said that.
She's gonna scoop out. She's like, open the mayonnaise.
Okay, she
Oh no.
open the mayo one.
Oh no.
She's gonna stick her her actual hand and just scoop out a whole thing of mayonnaise. And turn around and look at V and just throw it at her.
Jesus Christ.
Why? Why are you throwing
Not in the
it?
face. It just threw it at like your chest.
I feel initiative rolls coming on.
No fighting.
Mayonnaise fight.
That's
Is
in the middle.
mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No,
It's
Patrick.
like, I don't know. I'm sure, I don't know, we could figure something out.
Who knows? Maybe if we pour, maybe we can. Maybe some of the cultists are allergic to mayonnaise, and we can kill them with mayo.
Have the one fucking have.
You can waterboard them
I
with
can
mayonnaise!
waterboard them.
Just
Would
have
it be mail board?
Mailboard.
just have one motherfucker that's unfortunately allergic to mayonnaise just fucking get dabbed on and just awful.
No,
Fucking dab on it.
no, there's
Throw a little
water
flip
in
on
the
the face.
alchemy jug, so I can waterboard someone.
No, it's more fun with the mayonnaise though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
mayo
gotta be
board them.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
We're gonna mailboard them because it's
Any,
thick.
anyway,
It's thick.
anyway, does anyone wish to do anything else as you discuss today's events? I'm taking the silence as a no.
I think it's just an awkward dinner with Vixara dipping eyeballs in honey.
Yeah, it's
Not until you try it.
yeah, it's
Right?
just a very
She
awkward.
gets it.
It's just a awkward time as one person disappears into the back, and you all have this awkward kind of dinner as things kind of settle down, and certainly was a day, and I'm going to end the session there. Because
And fading off into the background, you hear the sounds of Naz getting
Faint.
pegged.
Yeah, just faint, dull.
Or just... No, I think I would imagine at one point it sounds like yelping. Like a fucking injured dog.
Yep.
Wait, and then, oh shit, I can't remember how to find it in time. And then Bear's in the background, just like,
No, that's a lot of damage.
anyway, I'm gonna read us out. I hope everyone had fun.
She's pulling her cock out.
She's pulling it
oh
out.
my god. Yes.
Thank you all again for playing. I haven't seen her on a while, so we're gonna go raid Sugar Zeno.
Okay.
Sugar. Yeah, she's playing.
Thanks for having a great time.
She's
Speak
doing.
up for giggly ha-has.
Yeah, she's doing some Marvel Rivals with Batukus and Nightmare. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, go say hi to them. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for dropping by, even for just a moment. And next week, hopefully, we'll see what happens. It'll be good soup. And let's go say hi. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Raid has been sent.